Good afternoon, Paula. How are you?
Very good, thank you. And you?
Good to see you again.
You too.
Today is a big one. It's the verb get. Following on from last time with phrasal verbs, we looked at groups. So there was 5 main groups, but we decided, or I think it's a good idea to keep get as separate because it's such a big verb. So what do you understand for the verb get? How do you use it?
Well, get is a normal verb, but it's also a verb which you can use in different, instead of different, for example, main verbs, such as have or do, or and sometimes as an auxiliary verb as well.
Yeah, it's very versatile. It means many different things in many different situations. I think in modern English, it's essential to learn this verb. Today, we're going to look at lots of different uses of get. And the idea is, again, similar to organic learning. Today, we'll look at loads of examples, but it's impossible to remember everything. But it's an introduction, and then as you go and speak English, listen to English, you'll be aware of get, listening for the verb, and maybe then you can identify, is it a phrasal verb or is it a substitution, and you can start better understand this verb. I think for comprehension, this session is very, very good. And then slowly with organic learning, you'll get better and better. The Americans use a lot of get. They have a lot of expressions with get. So we're going to look at some of that. And one general idea might be, think of it as glue. Like here's concept A or idea A, and here's the other idea B. And you have get in the middle. It seems to just put 2 things together.
And it's more informal, right?
Very informal, yeah.
Okay.
There are some situations where you have to use it. Get up.
Yeah.
There's only one way to say that, really. So sometimes you have to use it. So quite often English learners, avoid learning get. Here, I think, do the opposite. Attack it. Just take this document, learn everything, and then that's one thing that will be a lot easier, and it will really improve your comprehension. So there's 2 parts. The first part is get as what I call a substitute verb. So in modern English, people use get rather than another verb. And part 2 is with prepositions, or get with a preposition becoming a phrasal verb, like get up or get in. So we'll look at that later. Let's start with part 1. First one, very typical. So the example here is, I got here in spite of the traffic. We can substitute get here with arrive, or I arrived here in spite of the traffic. Same meaning. I think it's more, what do you think? It's more typical now to say, I got here.
Yes, when you get to somewhere which is familiar, for example, I got home, or I got to the office, and arrive more when you arrive in a new city or something like that after like a long journey.
Yeah. And arrived might be more used now in a formal context. Maybe a business email. What time does the client arrive? But between me and you, what time do you get here?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good. So that's the first one, very typical, used all the time. Second one is huge. So the verb is become. I don't really use become. It's specific. I think most of the time we use get. So the example is the weather is getting hotter in the summer. I don't ever say the weather is becoming hotter. It's too formal. It's too, it's just too formal.
I need to get ready, for example, is the process between you are not ready and you are getting ready.
You're getting ready. Exactly. So you're becoming ready. Nobody ever says that anymore. It's too old-fashioned.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're right. Getting ready. The weather is getting hotter in summer, or the children are getting bored at the beach, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you'll see become is used to change condition, a change of status. For example, a status like married, to get married. We always say to get married,
Mm-hmm.
or to get divorced.
Yes.
You can begin to you can say I'm getting older, or I'm thirsty.
Yes.
In the sun, I'm getting thirsty, I'm getting hungry. So when your condition changes or your status changes. Some other examples are when you say not so much I, but the third person, it. You're talking about the condition of an environment. Like it is getting dangerous, or it is getting louder. I'm describing an event, a party, for example.
Or late. It is getting late.
It's getting late. We have to leave. Correct. Yeah. And then you can also use it to talk about someone else or talk to somebody else. Like you're getting very serious. What does that mean?
That we started the discussion in a happy way, and it's becoming more serious. That we're becoming a bit annoyed.
Yes. Yeah, you're getting serious. Or you can say things like, oh, it's getting to be a pain in the neck. Again, a sort of expression of annoyance.
Yes.
The American might say it's getting to be a pain in the ass. Same thing, different word.